Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada 2 season finale reaction video. That's a mouthful. Our house guest of the day is Mom.
Hi.
That's a surprise. She didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah, I just remembered we don't have our tiaras on.
No. But you are house guest of the day because I wanted to thank you for all of your hard work that you put into this season, that you put into every season. You don't see her in the spoilers, but she's always the one holding the camera. She edits most of the time.
I'm the Max to her Neve.
So, we are not going to do a full recap, but I did want to talk about some of our favorite and not so favorite moments of the season 2 finale. So first, let's talk about the final HOH competition.
All right.
Part 1, BB Bailout. I loved this competition.
I thought this was a great competition. I only wish the boats were actually in water and not just like a puddle.
You mean if they were like floating around?
Floating, yeah.
Okay, I think it would have been difficult to do that because they probably would have sunk faster.
I don't know. I don't know. Would have added to the, would have added another dimension to the challenge.
Well, the way that they had it all set up, I thought it was really dramatic and I loved it. But I have a question.
Okay.
Why was the water in the boat so dirty? I could understand John's boat because he hasn't showered in like forever, but
yeah.
Why were all of the boats so dirty?
Were they peeing on themselves?
I don't know. But anyway, I'm not surprised that John won this competition.
He is a man.
I'm just surprised that Sabrina did so well. Oh my gosh.
He's a big, semi-muscular guy. I mean, he's got the stamina and the, above the girls, so it was really geared towards him winning.
Alright, well, part 2, Walk the Plank. I thought this was a great competition, too.
This competition scrambled my brains. I was like, oh, I can't even wrap my brain around this competition.
I love the ones where you have to, like, figure out which house guest applies to each clue, and it's like multiple people can fit there, and I love that.
It's like those old things, like, back in the day and when you were in school, when they gave you a whole list of rules and you had to fit the people into it. I love that, too.
I like those. So, there was quite a difference between Sabrina and Netta's times on that. They made it look close. It was almost 20 minutes.
It was double.
Yeah. So, yay, Netta. I was definitely rooting for her. So, it really was exciting that it was a John and Netta showdown in part 3 of the HOH.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping for, and that's what we got. Yep. And the questions in part 3 were really tough.
They were really tough. And I mean, they didn't have much time to answer them, which I suppose is why they kept asking for the questions to be reread again. Not because they didn't hear them, because they were calculating the answers in their heads.
Julie would not have repeated those questions.
Julie would have been like, I said it the first time.
She would have been like, Scarilla you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, John ended up winning the final part and the whole thing.
By 2.
Yeah. So we will get to what he does in a little bit. But I have to say, there were a lot of Big Brother alumni in the audience. That's always fun. Dan Giesling got to visit the jury house. They really love him on Big Brother Canada. I mean, he's like a beloved player here.
Does he live near to Canada? Is that what it is? Is it just like,
isn't he in like
Minnesota or something? Or
Michigan?
Yeah.
I want to say Michigan.
Yeah, so it's probably just a little, 1 hour flight for him to get to the Big Brother house.
They freaking love him. He was all over last season.
Well, I guess he's not doing anything else, so they're just like, hey, can you come on the show? Yes, I will.
Well, it was kind of similar to what they did with Dr. Will last season. They bring him in to talk to the jury, basically saying, don't be bitter. Vote for the best player.
Okay.
Right. So,
can I just say for a second?
Yeah.
I absolutely loved Arissa this season. She's been doing a fantastic job. When I first started watching,
she was a little shaky last season at first.
By the end of last season, she really had it all together. This season, she is a seasoned pro. I'm really enjoying Arissa.
All right. I have to say though, some of these former house guests that show up, Big Brother 15, as a rule, should not be allowed at any Big Brother events. Let's just pretend that season didn't happen.
Erin.
I get so angry. I don't think she was there. I get so angry when I see any of these schmucks show up. I'm sorry. And seriously,
Schmucks is putting it lightly.
McCrae, are you still not showering?
Well...
yeah.
I'm surprised that him and Amanda were not sitting together.
Why would they be sitting together? They hate each other.
I know, but you know what? They're still, like, they were still on the show together and everything. You know, even though they're not, like, together, aren't they still, like, they're not friends?
I don't know. I don't think they're friends. They hate each other. But I was surprised to see Amanda sitting next to Alec from last season.
Get those meat hooks out.
Okay, so let's talk about the final eviction of the season. This was a shocker.
I was pretty shocked, as was everyone else in the audience.
I was fully expecting John to get rid of Sabrina, take Netta to the end, because I don't know. I just thought he was going to do that. I thought he really wanted to be sitting there with Netta, but he evicted her.
Let's say it this way. I was shocked until I thought back to the beginning of the episode where he was like, I'm going to take you to the end.
Yeah.
If I win.
That didn't really, I don't know. That wasn't really a red flag to me because they all had final 2 deals together, and I thought he was just trying to cover his butt.
It did make sense
Sabrina
for
won.
him to take her.
Oh yeah, it definitely did.
If he wanted to win. I mean, he could have either been a nice guy or he could have been a winner.
It definitely sealed his victory with the jury.
For sure.
To get rid of his alliance member from the very beginning. So it was really sad because I was rooting for Netta to win. She was my first choice for sure. But I know
he played just as hard as she did, though.
I know. And I was like, oh, if Netta's not going to win, then I hope it's John. But you know that she was going to do the same exact thing if she had won.
Exactly.
So you can't really fault
That's
him
why
there.
I don't feel bad.
I don't think she was, like, angry
It was shocking, but she understood.
Yeah, I think she was shocked, but she handled herself really well.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know about that.
Before we get to the vote and stuff, I just want to say, this morning the house guests were on, I think it was Global's morning show, and they all revealed that they would have voted for Netta if she was in the finale.
Wow, so John made a good move
Final
then.
2, yeah.
John made a real good move.
He definitely made the right decision. But anyway, jury questioning. I'm pretty sure the jury already had their minds made up. So
yeah.
It was pretty uneventful. No really exciting questions going on there.
I was glad to see Scott. All right, but I'm getting ahead of myself now. Sorry.
Okay. So,
I just didn't see enough of Scott the whole season because
I'm sorry, but he was kind of annoying.
I love that. I know Kenny was like ready to go like this to him, I think.
I don't know.
Every time Scott opened his mouth, Kenny was just like...
Okay, well, they showed a lot of fun montages during the show. It seemed like most of them were during the second hour. They put a lot of the meat of the show in the first hour.
It was almost like the gag reveal.
A little bit.
You know.
Yeah. My favorite one by far was when they revealed all the secrets of this season.
Loved it.
All of the reactions were hilarious. Yeah.
And some of them were like, Sabrina was doing that.
Yeah. Well, also, we got to see her, all of her famous moments again, especially...
Are you threatening me?
It's good TV? That's what they want? They want good TV?
But that was great. But then she just went...
Yeah. I'm disappointed, though. We still did not get to see Allison's freak out. We saw like 2 seconds of it. I wanted to see that, but whatever. So then Arissa reads the votes. No topazes this year. Turns out John was the winner. I believe he only missed the unanimous vote by 1.
Wow.
Thanks, Rochelle.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. So I'm really excited and happy for him. I think he played a great game. He really deserved this win. But what the hell? He was bleeding all over Arissa.
Did he like have an injury from a previous competition or something? He had scabs on his knuckles.
Yeah, it looked like a couple of them had that. I think that was from the boat challenge.
Maybe from the boat, yeah. And it opened up.
Yeah,
and he
that must have been it. But he was bleeding all over her arm.
And then Sabrina went up
Sabrina was like,
My question is, who's going to get John? Is it going to be Netta? Or is it going to be his girlfriend his girlfriend of 2 months?
Let's not go there.
Well, I want to know in the comments, who do you think John's going to stay with? Do you think he's going to pursue a relationship with Netta? Or do you think he's going to pursue a relationship with his 2-month girlfriend? I think his girlfriend.
I do too.
Okay. Let us know in the comments what you guys think, or if you heard anything.
All right, and let us know what you thought of the finale. Are you happy with the outcome? What do you think of this season overall? I thought it was a good time.
I have to say this. When Arissa was like, Andrew, look at Allison over there.
Oh, that was so awkward.
It was so creepy.
It was
and
really
he was
awkward.
just like...
And she was just like, I'm sitting next to Arlie now. It was really
what
weird.
did you guys think of that? I'm surprised they called that out, because he was all like, yes, and she was all like, I don't know.
It was bizarre. I can only imagine what that reunion was like.
Ooh. All right. Any other standout moments that we forgot? Leave it in the comments. And thanks for watching all season. Don't forget, Big Brother USA starts
June 25th or 6th, either one.
Yeah, very soon.
It's going to be soon, but I'll be posting videos before that, giving us a little taste of the cast and the house, so look out for that.
We're going to do it all out. I've got the puppets ready already. Oh, yes, I do.
All right.
So, until next season, much love.
Edit.